Time to install the Mountune quick shifter. Alright everybody, welcome back. What's going on? How you doing? So, if you don't mind, I'm going to talk and work at the same time. So today we're going to install the Mountune quick shifter, and what that is going to entail is us, if I can frickin' squeak, we have to take out the intake hosing, the intake box, and for some extra clearance we're going to have to disconnect this intake pipe. And then you have a little push pin that comes with the kit that will allow you to get the OEM roll pin out of the stock shifter weight. So as I work, I'll let you guys watch, and then I'll bring you back when I'm ready for the next step. Alright guys, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop off right here, which is the retainer for the we're going to pop off this what is it, this shift connection retainer. So should be able to do it with a flat blade screwdriver. There you go. Pops right off, not a problem. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some lubricant, and right here on the top I'm going to spray here. I'm also going to spray right here. There's a little hole in the front. I'm going to spray that because that's where the roll pin is located. Not going to go crazy, just enough. Right around the seam. There, and then if you can get around the back as well. All right. So, all right. All right. So, best thing, get like a small hammer because there's not a whole, there's a good amount of space, but not a crazy amount. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this a little bit. Right there. All right. Get it as straight as possible. I'm just going to start tapping this out. So it's probably going to take a minute.
2 hours later.
All right, roll pin out. Put this in a safe spot. Drift pin out. So, mallet, something with some weight to it definitely helps. Using the little puny baby hammer did nothing for me. So now, should be able to just lift up. And this walks right off. Right? And there's your main aluminum shift weight. All right, so now clean this up. So the one thing that I have noticed is somebody did replace the shift bushings. So the shift bushings are upgraded solid mount shift bushings. So that's one thing that I don't have to worry about. And as you can see right here, these UPR lines for the catch can that are running through. So like I said, plenty of goodies that pop up every time I open up this car. Let me see. Yes. So I also luckily do not see any leaking around the nuts of the transmission, around the washer nuts, which I know a lot of people have said are a problem spot, but I believe that has to do with the amount that people launch these vehicles. So the more you launch it, the more pressure you're putting on the transmission, the more likely you are to have some leakage. Leakage. So that looks good. Everything down here looks clean. No drips or anything. And then let's get back to it. Alright, so I put a little bit of grease on it to help it slide through. So here's where the trick is going to be. Getting the roll pin, slide back through. Use this, use the drift pin to help get it lined up. So drift pin is in place on the back end, holding it where I need it. Alright guys, so we've got the new shifter linkage on, and then all you gotta do, pop some grease in here and get the bushing back on. Alright, so there we go. So now I'm gonna go inside the car and see what the difference is in the shifting. Now I am in neutral, and previously the shifter would go all the way up to like maybe, I want to say like a 1/4 inch of the border, maybe 1/2 inch, I'm not quite sure, but it was a pretty decent throw. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go third, then down to fourth, and see if there's a significant difference in either the weight or just in general the shift, feel, and throw. So here we go. We're going to go into third. That's way shorter. So normally I would be like all the way up here. So I'm about maybe a ½ inch shorter than where I would normally be. So let's go to fourth, neutral, third. That is super, super short. All right, now first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So the rear gears definitely are shorter, but first, third, and fifth are significantly shorter. And when I mean significantly, I mean probably about like a ½ inch. So you hear the first click, that's a first clunk. Normally there would be a clunk, clunk. So that second clunk would be like right around here, like another ½ inch up. So I'm getting the, that's it. And I'm talking about from, you know, third. So there would be a clutch, clunk, clunk, and then I'd be in gear. Now it's just, and you're done. Yeah, it's way shorter. So it's definitely worth the improvement. I think the next thing I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it at this height because I kind of do like it, or if I'm going to do the short shifter modification where the shifter actually drops probably about between 2 inches and 1.5 inches. So I'll drive it around, see what I think, but there you go. We have it. So there we have it, guys. The quick shift adapter put in from Mountune. I'll put the link down in the description so you can see where I got it from. And as always, Wrench Daily. All right, guys. So one piece of advice, because I did this, and it's something that is extremely annoying, but it's a quick fix. So you might want to get a next one just in case because of the tight kind of area that you're working in. Your reverse sensor switch, which turns on your reverse lights. Yeah, mine snapped. So, but it's just it's a 22 millimeter wrench, and then you're good to go. So, yeah, this snapped. I already pulled it out. I found and ordered one on from Napa, and yeah. So as you're tapping in your roll pin back in, just keep in mind that down here, this switch is kind of in the way. So just take your time, be careful, unplug it, disconnect it, you know, unthread it, whatever you want to do. Or if just in case you want to get a new one, go ahead and do it. It was like $13, $14. That's it. All right. So as always, Wrench Daily.